I think for me, what it was is not only the pride, but getting the feeling of belonging to something that's bigger than myself. And being that I was a immigrant when I first came into the United States, I became a resident of the United States, but I wasn't a United States citizen. It was a decision that I didn't really take lightly because I wanted to make sure that I did something that was going to be meaningful to me now that I was getting ready to do something. So after I graduated high school, I enlisted into the United States Marine Corps, and to me, I think it was only going to be just a 4 year enlistment, and then I was going to go and get out and try to go to school and all that stuff and everything else. But before you know it, man, those 4 years turned into 20 years, and I made it a career. Now that I was done with everything and I was able to get everything completed. But one of the main things that I think was the deciding factor, and I'm pretty sure that this is different for everybody, and everybody who enlists to the Marine Corps has their own reasoning of why they want to enlist into the Marine Corps. Mine was the fact that when I was a senior in high school, my daughter Elizabeth was born, and so I needed to provide a future for her now that she was part of my life. And in listening to the Marine Corps, I don't want to say that it was just a quick and easy out because it gave me something to do, but the fact that I had the opportunity to be able to enlist to the Marine Corps, hey, it gave me the sense of being able to go out there, do some adventure and all that stuff. And one of the things that I can truly remember is that when I graduated high school and I kept talking to my recruiter, Gunnery Sergeant Tracy Freeman at the time, and I told him the only way that I'm going to listen to the Marine Corps is going to be if you are able to get me to that MEP station on my birthday, and it's going to be a birthday present to myself. And of course, being the recruiter and wanted me to enlist to the Marine Corps because, hey, I was just a number back then, he made sure that I was there on my birthday on February 28th in 1994. Yeah, it was 94. And this way, no, I take it back. It was 1995. Man, I'm getting old and I don't even remember exactly the year. But he got me there. I enlisted and then I came home. And, my mom was like, hey, where did you go? And I told her where I went. And she said, did you sign any paperwork for enlisting into the service and all that stuff? And I was like, yeah, of course I did. And I'm going to enlist. And during that time, my dad was stationed in Korea. He was down there on a year unaccompanied tour. And man, he was pissed at the fact that I was enlisting to the Marine Corps because I was still a senior in high school. And his understanding was that I was going to drop out of high school and go and enlist to the Marine Corps, which in fact, that's not what I could do. But, that's to me, I think it's the most important decision that I ever made in my life that changed my life drastically. Because if I hadn't enlisted into the Marine Corps, I don't know where I would be right now, what I would be doing. Where would my life be right now? I really don't know. And that's something that, it's easy and quick to think about. But, when you think about it, you're like, man, what else would I have been doing here if I wasn't in the Marine Corps and if I hadn't enlisted into the Marine Corps?